Guys, what is going on? Welcome to my Elimination Chamber preview and predictions video breaking down the final SmackDown pay-per-view before WrestleMania 33. We have a number of matches on the upcoming card, so we won't waste any time. Let's get into this. We have 7 matches on the main card and one pre-show match. So let's real quickly talk about the pre-show match. It was added at the last minute. It is going to be Mojo Rawley versus Kurt Hawkins. Yeah, it's going to be a real steel show right there. If I had to pick a winner, I'll go with Mojo, because it seems like they're interested in doing something with him since they split him up with the Hype Bros, and Kurt Hawkins really has just been a curtain jerker since he came back. So, yeah, that's all really I have to say about that match. But let's get into the main card itself, and we'll start from the bottom, and we will work our way to the top. We got Luke Harper versus Randy Orton. I think this should be a really good singles match. I like the match that they had several weeks back on TV. Added time on a pay-per-view. I think they'll do even better. I'd like to see Luke Harper walk out with the win, but it's not going to happen. It's going to be Randy Orton. He's going to win. You got to build momentum for the Royal Rumble winner. It really wouldn't make sense for Orton to lose here. So I think it'll be a solid victory for Orton. And potentially, could we see Luke Harper, Randy Orton, somehow get involved in the chamber match later on in the night? We'll have to see. That'll definitely be interesting to watch, the involvement of the Wyatt family and what state that will be in as well. So a lot of uncertainty surrounding the Wyatt family at the moment, and I like that. I really do. We have a 2-on-1 handicap match: Apollo Crews and Kalisto versus Dolph Ziggler. Now, Ziggler is a heel so far. He hasn't really found his niche yet. I liked when he has turned heel. I like that he's shown more aggression. But certain mannerisms that, that he's not really doing, and, he's working against, no offense against Apollo Crews and Kalisto. I like both guys, but let's face it, they haven't really been doing much with them on SmackDown as it is. So if I had to pick a winner in this match, I'd have to go with Ziggler. I think Ziggler will find a way to eke out a win and, further build towards, whoever he would face next. I'm not sure where you go with Dolph Ziggler as a heel. There are a number of different options that they could explore. But I think that he will be the one walking victorious out of the Elimination Chamber itself. We then have our 3 women's matches on this show, which I'm very happy to see. Although, for Nikki Bella versus Natalya, I really hope they had a stipulation to this. It warrants a falls count anywhere. Hell, you can even go street fight. With the number of backstage segments and brawls and pull-aparts that they've had between these two, I think it certainly warrants, the added stipulation. So maybe it's something that they'll do at the last minute. But as of now, it's just a straight-up singles match. So stay tuned for that. But like I said, this is, I've enjoyed what they've done with Nikki Bella ever since she arrived on SmackDown. I think she's been booked very well, I haven't gotten sick or tired of her like I did during her Divas Championship reign. This feud with Carmella I thought was good. Then, moving into this feud with Natalya, I thought it was also been good. So, yeah, just good stuff all around. But if I had to pick a winner coming out of this match, I got to go with Nikki Bella. I just think Nikki Bella is going to win. And once she wins, she will put an end to this feud and move on for her plans at WrestleMania. Whether that's a mixed tag with John Cena or not, we'll have to see. But that's why I'm fairly safe to pick Nikki Bella here to win this match and this feud. We then have Becky Lynch versus Mickie James, a match I really, really, really can't wait for. Mickie James, one of the all-time greats, great veteran presence on SmackDown Live. I was very excited when she was revealed as La Luchador several weeks ago. And, of course, Becky Lynch, one of my favorites, female, competitors on the SmackDown Live women's roster and on the entire women's roster as a whole. Becky Lynch is awesome. She's just a great babyface character. She's the last kicker, and we love her for that. But as far as who comes out of this match victorious, this is really Mickie James's first one-on-one singles match back in the company on a main roster pay-per-view. She did her spot at NXT against Asuka, which was really good. She had the 6-woman tag a couple weeks ago at the Royal Rumble. But this will be our first big pay-per-view singles match. And I think it'll be a really good match, actually. But if I had to pick a winner in this match, I'm going to go with Mickie James. I think Becky Lynch, you know, she could be put in the underdog situation, and I think I love the booking of Becky Lynch as an underdog. It just makes you love her that much more. So I don't think Becky Lynch will be hurt with a loss here, and I think Mickie James will just find a way, you know, with her veteran presence and skills and mindset and what have you, to eke out the win over Becky Lynch. And then we have our Women's Championship match, Alexa Bliss versus Naomi. Now, I like what Naomi said on SmackDown about the fact that, hey, WrestleMania is coming up and it's going to be in my hometown of Orlando. She would love it nothing more than to walk in as Women's Champion. Now, that put a slight sense of doubt in my mind. Well, maybe Naomi could get the win here. Maybe they'll have her go in, you know, to WrestleMania as the champion and defend. Excuse me. You know, but I also, you know, to me it's kind of a stopgap feud between now and what their plans are for Alexa Bliss at WrestleMania. So maybe they could hold off and Naomi could get her, you know, big win at WrestleMania in her hometown. They could do that. So if that's what eventually happens, I still think Alexa Bliss will find a way, you know, whether it's through a disqualification or whatnot, to walk in and walk out as your Women's Champion, SmackDown Live Women's Champion. So I look forward to the match. It's definitely a fresh matchup. And I like the story that they told that the past 2 times these two have met, Naomi has actually pinned Alexa Bliss. So that'll be certainly interesting to see how they play that out. We then have Tag Team Turmoil for the SmackDown Live Tag Team Championships. We have American Alpha defending their belts against Heath Slater and Rhino. Breezango, the Usos, the Ascension, the Vaudevillains basically shoved the entire tag team division into one match because, frankly, the tag team division really ain't doing it for me on either shows. But I feel like SmackDown is the weaker of the two when it comes to tag team division action. Alpha, I like them as champs, but they just really feel like they're going nowhere. But I just don't, you know, see any viable challengers for them outside of the Usos. But they really haven't revisited that feud at all. So I just see American Alpha retaining in this match unless somehow the Revival are able to get into this match. Maybe, you know, a team is injured, they pull them, there's an open spot, boom, Revival come in, they win the tag titles. But I don't think that's going to happen. The Revival, I think, are staying on NXT for a while longer. So if that's the case, I'm predicting that American Alpha will walk in and walk out as the tag team champions on SmackDown. And then we have our main event. It's an Elimination Chamber match for the WWE Championship. We have John Cena defending his 16th World Championship against AJ Styles, the Phenomenal One, the Lunatic Fringe, Dean Ambrose, the Eater of Worlds, Bray Wyatt, the Lone Wolf, Baron Corbin, and The Miz. Number of good, top-tier talent in this match. This should be an outstanding elimination. I always love the Elimination Chamber, so this should be really good stuff. As far as who I think is going to walk in and walk out as the champion, it's $1 million question. Everybody's saying it's going to be Bray Wyatt. And I would like for it to be Bray Wyatt. But I'm actually going to go against the grain here. My gut tells me that I think it's actually going to be AJ Styles. Despite, you know, the animosity and tension that they build up between, you know, Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt, and the logical assumption is, well, Bray Wyatt's going to win the title and then face Randy Orton for the championship at WrestleMania. You know, what I would actually like to see is, I'd like to see AJ, you know, win that championship and go into WrestleMania as champion. I feel that he deserves it, and he deserves to be in a marquee position. And you could potentially do AJ Styles versus Randy Orton. Or you can somehow throw John Cena into the mix, you know, because he'd be clamoring for a rematch. AJ Styles versus Randy Orton versus John Cena. Now, I know it's Randy Orton and John Cena in the same ring, but, you know, AJ Styles is in there as well. I think that can make for a really interesting, good triple threat match. So whether it's Bray Wyatt, who I actually think will win, but my prediction, I'm going with AJ Styles. you never know. It could also... I don't think it's going to be Dean Ambrose. I don't think Cena is going to retain because Lord knows we do not need another John Cena versus Randy Orton match for as long as I live. Trust me. For as long as I live, I never want to see that match again. The Miz? Miz and Orton, I just don't see that happening. And Baron Corbin, I think it's too soon. But I think he will win that championship later on down the line. So yeah, I'm going with AJ Styles to win the WWE Championship back. So that is it, guys, for my predictions and preview video for Elimination Chamber 2017. The pay-per-view airs tomorrow night. So it should be good stuff. I cannot wait to watch it. And I will, of course, be back up here with a live review immediately following the pay-per-view with special guest Nerd Coalition. So it'll be great to have NC back on. So come join us immediately after the pay-per-view for our full thoughts and opinions on the SmackDown exclusive pay-per-view. So that is it, guys, for this preview and predictions video. Thank you for tuning in and watching. Remember to please click that like and subscribe button for more video content coming soon to this channel, and be on the lookout for me in my next video. So until then, guys, take care and have a great rest of your evening.